Hologram FX is the ultimate solution for adding mesmerizing holographic effects to your sci-fi illustration. Once you purchase the pack, you will receive this zip file containing the Hologram FX templates. Extract it to anywhere you prefer on your PC. I put it on my desktop. After that, open up Blender and go to Edit, Preferences. And in the Preferences window, locate this File Paths tab. Here you will see the option to add custom assets libraries to Blender. Click on this plus icon to add a new library path. From this window, locate our extracted Hologram FX folder and add it as a new library path. Here it will automatically take the folder name as the library name. You can rename it if you want. Keep the rest of the settings as it is and make sure you have saved the preferences. If you have enabled the autosave, then no need to worry about it. Close the Preferences window. Now to access our newly added assets library, I make a new window here and change it to Assets Browser. On the top left corner, click on this drop-down menu to select our library. Here it is. And just like that, you have installed the Hologram FX. Hologram FX has two main categories, FX elements and UI elements. First, let's take a look at FX Collection. FX Collection mainly focuses on converting your 3D animated characters into holograms. Here I have this textured mutant character from 𝒚𝒐𝒎𝒏𝒕 with a walking animation. This contains an armature and a mesh. I hide that mutant collection for now. Let's drag our first FX into the scene. It imported a new object to the scene, but you will see nothing in the 3D viewport. Don't worry, just go to the Modifiers tab. Here we have the Geometry Node modifier which is going to make the holographic effect. First, you have to select the object that you want to turn into a hologram. Here I also put a tooltip explaining what each input does. So I select the mutant mesh from here. And immediately we have our mutant character as a hologram. Currently I am in Material view. Here is the EV render view, and this works in cycles as well. You can change the location of the FX template to change the position of the beam source. And it creates the hologram character where the original model is. If you change the original model location, the hologram will update accordingly. I'll undo those changes for now. Now let's take a look at some of the common parameters you will see in all the templates. Fill slider creates this revealing effect from bottom to top with dynamically updating beams. You can animate this value to create a revealing effect. Beam density controls the amount of beams you have for the effect. And beam radius controls their radius. In the materials section, first you will see the material this FX uses to make the effect. To identify easily, material, geonode setup and the assets all share the same name. Here you can change the glowing color. Glow strength controls the glowing strength as you expected. And the blend value is a bit difficult to explain, but here you can see what it does to the effect. This one controls the transparency of the beams. And to show the flickering speed, I have to play the animation. You can see the glowing strength is going up and down. When I increase the speed, it happens faster. So, if you want a flickering effect, play with this flickering speed value to find the exact rate. If you don't like it, just set it to 0. By the way, I highly recommend switching to AGX View Transform option. It is better than filmic and especially looks perfect for glowing objects. Also, to get a slightly different look, in material settings, you can play with this Show Back Faces option and this Backface Culling option. You might not use the alpha clip blending method, but alpha hash is probably the best option. But it comes with a bit of noisy look, so you can stick with the next best option of alpha blend. Hologram FX allows you to make your own materials easily using geometry node attributes. Although this is the simplest material among the templates, you can still see it contains a bunch of nodes and attributes that directly link to geometry nodes and the parameters in the modifier. So, to give you full access to all the parameters and attributes while making new materials, I have added this custom material, which contains all the parameters you need. Select the custom material from here. Then you can use these nodes to make your own materials. For example, this mesh mask masks out the beams of the effect. Using it, you can create different looks for beams and your character. And there are so many other options to play with. One of the things you will notice in Hologram FX is some of the icons contain another one or two small icons in them. Camera icon, image icon, or letter S icon. They are there to give you a hint on how to use these effects. With camera icon FX, you should make changes to the shader looking from the camera view for the best results. Effects with image icons use textures inside its shader, which allows you to use your character textures with those shaders. Effects with S icon mean they are using simulation nodes inside the geometry node setup. Let's see the camera one first. I drag and drop the FX4 into the scene. Just like before, I select the mutant mesh and do some initial adjustments. Now, if you go to the modifier, you see we have two new sections called scan lines and dots. This depends on the active camera in the scene. So, let's add a new camera and align it to the view. I adjust it a bit. Immediately, you see a bit of difference in the effect. You can see these horizontal lines and these dots. You can adjust the settings regarding those scan lines and the dots from here. But make sure you do them while looking through the camera. Otherwise, you will get a different look when you render. Let's see an effect with an image icon. I drag and drop the 9th template. Select the mutant, but this time you see nothing in the render view. In the object mode, you can see the mesh working nicely. This one also has a trim slider to clip the bottom part of the mesh. With effects that use textures, we need to assign two things: our character's UV map and its texture. Here we have an input to put the UV map name of the mutant mesh. To see the UV map name of our mutant, I select it, and under mesh data, UV maps, we have the name of the UVs. I copy that name. Then go back to the modifier and paste it. To add the texture, I go inside the material. Here you can quickly see this different colored node with a frame saying image texture. No need to waste any time looking for the node. I have already highlighted it for you. Zoom into that node and select the character's texture. Since our original character at the beginning already had a color texture, I select that from here. And now it uses the mutant texture. This FX has refraction in the shader. You can identify them easily by this ray trace refraction check in the material settings. But to see the refraction in Eevee, you have to enable it in the render settings. Now, due to refraction, you will see a subtle distortion in the background behind the hologram. And just like before, you have multiple parameters to change the look of the hologram. Let's add a one with S. With simulated FX, when you play the animation, you will see Blender caching the simulation here. Once you have finished making the changes you are happy with, as I stated here, make sure to bake the simulation. For that, you can go to Physics tab and click on this Bake button. And that's all you need to know on how to get started with Hologram FX. In the next part of the video, I'll discuss how to use the UI elements in the Hologram FX. Thanks for watching.